Well, it's the Tuesday show. My name is Ultra David.
And I'm James Chen.
Welcome back to the second week of this fanciness right here. Look at this. Yeah.
We've got topics.
Got the whole lineup.
Yeah.
So as you can see, we're going to be talking about the Tokyo Game Show. We're going to be talking about Guts 3. We're going to be talking about the idea of a major.
Yes.
What majors are. What constitutes majors. And then we'll talk about stick mods. That came up at TGS.
Yeah, Tokyo Game Show. Yeah.
And then we'll talk about general game news, Omega Mode in Street Fighter 4, Killer Instinct Season 2, that kind of stuff we'll get to towards the end. So, but anyway, let's start with the Tokyo Game Show.
Yes, so that just took place this last weekend. This was an event that basically, this is the second year now that Mad Catz has run this event.
Yeah.
And basically set up a bunch of exhibitions and also had an official Tokyo Game Show tournament there with some really crazy Japan rules action of single elimination.
It was single elim, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And it was a lot of really cool stuff. Shout-outs again. Shout-outs period to the Mad Catz crew for throwing this again this year, and hope it keeps going. So good stuff.
Yeah, and it was great. A lot of people went out for that, you know, from North America, or people who were already there, maybe I should say. But Spooky was there. Mark went. Z went from Singapore.
Ross.
Mike Ross was there.
Yeah.
Jabailey was there.
That's right. He was there from Iron Galaxy, representing Iron Galaxy
for work. Yeah, but he played a little bit.
Yeah.
And
Justin was there.
Justin was there. Yeah. And who's I thinking of? Jace the Ace.
Oh yeah.
Who's there? I mean, he's not. He didn't go there for that. He's just there.
Right.
And of course, you know, people from all over Japan.
Yeah.
So it was a really solid tournament.
Yeah, lots of known Japanese players and some not so known Japanese players.
Right. Yeah, it was a very interesting set of results. So let's just mention the top 8. We'll start. Keep in mind, a single elim, so it's not the normal 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of placing.
Right. So did you want to talk about the tournament right away? Do you want to talk about the exhibitions?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Because there was also a bunch of exhibitions as well. I know they had, for example, Jace the Ace played against Tokido in a first to 5.
Right.
Mike Ross played against Kazunoko, I believe, in a first to 5.
No, he played. Yeah, no, he played against Mago.
Okay, Mago in a first to 5. And then Daigo and Justin Wong played in a first to 5.
Right.
And was the Daigo Nemo match part of the whole thing, or was that something they just did on the side?
You know, I don't know if that was. I don't remember that being announced beforehand.
Right.
But it was there.
But it happened. Yeah. Exactly. So.
So you want to just mention the results there?
Sure. Go for it.
Okay. So we'll start with. I think this the order: Tokido, Jace the Ace, then Daigo versus Justin.
Mike Ross and Mago went first.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mike Ross versus Mago, that was first. Mike Ross actually went with Hugo rather than the Honda. Mago went with Yang, and Mago ended up taking it 5-3. I talked with Mike a little bit, just not even really. Like I sent him some tweets about it. Right. And I liked a lot of what Hugo was doing, and I think that he can be a really, really good Hugo player because he's a reactions kind of reads sort of player, and that's Hugo. If you have reactions, you're knocking people out of the air. If you have reads, you're dealing 400 damage on the regular. Right. So I'm looking forward to him sticking with that character.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see this.
Oh, okay.
But just judging from the tweets that I saw while it was going on, it sounds like Mike Ross did really well. I mean, a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, Mike Ross!" And then I looked and he lost. I was like,
"Oh, I see." Yeah. Well, interesting too for Mago that he's going to Yang.
Yeah, because Mago's known for picking a lot of the stronger characters in games.
Yeah, like he's a top tier player. I mean, he picks the good characters. But Z said this on the air that it was his goal to pick a more interesting character for people to watch is what I mean, because he knows that people don't really like watching Faye. Faye is a very effective, very strong character, but not terribly interesting to watch.
Yeah, you know what's really fascinating to me, and this is kind of going off track here, but it's just how the streaming and how the popularity of the fighting game community has been affecting Japanese players. Because you remember, I think it was Momochi who played Yun one year and got booed and was switched to Cody, right?
Right.
And so, you know, and Daigo has even said, I'm just going to stick with characters that are fun. I want to entertain people, you know, and stuff like. It's almost like there's this kind of different mindset that they're getting into thanks to the proliferation of online streaming for this.
And that's interesting because most North American players and most European players are not really doing that.
Right.
They're just picking whatever characters they like to play or think will let them win. They're not picking, like, characters that people want to watch. So it's interesting to see a little difference in approach.
Exactly. So okay, but yeah, like I said, just a little side topic there. But
so Tokido versus Jace the Ace. Jace,
that one I did see, very close match. So yeah.
Well, it was 5-4 in the end. Tokido won it.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not surprised that it's super close. Both characters super good. I mean, dude, watching Akuma. I mean, Z kept mentioning this. He has all these setups for delayed wake-ups and all these things like that lead into Fierce into Red Fireball, which is a true block string now. Right. So he gets free chip and all this stuff. He even landed some combos where, like, far jab into far Fierce, Fireball, FADC, far jab into far Fierce into her. Dude, that character's still so good.
So good still.
And I've even I don't remember if it was Z who said it or if I saw it on a tweet or something, but apparently Tokido has said that he thinks that Akuma is actually the most fun in this version than in all the versions, so he kind of likes it. I think he kind of likes him now. It was something fun, or like he's the most exciting, or something like that. So
not just set play anymore. Maybe is that what he means?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, most
interesting.
Maybe like the most interesting he's been, so he has to do more stuff. So yeah.
Okay. And then Daigo and Justin Wong. I actually didn't see this. I haven't seen this yet.
Oh, okay. I did see it. I did see it.
The Daigo won at 5-3.
A lot of drop combos.
Really?
I'm just going to say this right now. Okay, so I was talking to some other people, and they were just saying Daigo needs to just, like, buy an Xbox, sit down, and only play on that with an Evo monitor. Because that's what the Tokyo Game Show's setup was, right? It was the monitors and stuff like that, right? Daigo's dropping combos everywhere.
Really?
Like, even in the set against Nemo, he's dropping combos. When you watched him play against John Choi at Evo, he's dropping combo. His Evo Ryu, I mean, honestly, I'm not impressed by his Evo Ryu.
Because he's like the #1 player, right?
Like, so that's the crazy thing. But then if he's only playing an arcade, he might be used to a certain timing. I don't know, but he's dropping a lot of combos.
It was that bad, huh?
I mean, it's more than you would expect to see. Okay. Like when you watch Sako play Evil Ryu, it's just like bomb, bomb,
right?
Bomb,
it's doing
bomb,
everything,
bomb, right? But then Daigo is just like dropping combos all over the place. So I don't know. Like I'm not wowed by his Evil Ryu.
Well, like I said, I didn't see it this time, but I did see him against. Wasn't it Nemo, not Bonchan?
Yeah, it's Nemo. He had a Nemo. Maybe he did have a Bonchan exhibition.
I didn't see the Bonchan one, but there was definitely a Nemo one.
Yeah, I saw that one.
I saw that one too. Yeah. So that was 5-2 Nemo.
Well, I mean, the other thing I should mention is that Justin was dropping combos as well.
Oh, was Justin also?
They both looked a little nervous or whatever like that, but I mean, in the end, it was Justin had some good reads, but I just feel like Daigo kind of outplayed him a little bit. So, but yeah,
fair enough.
Daigo Nemo was super.
Speaking of getting outplayed,
yeah,
man, Nemo is so fascinating. He's taken this character that is not, by his own admission, not that great, and just mauling people, and he did it against Daigo. Nemo with Rolento against Daigo Evil Ryu, top 5 character.
Yeah,
Daigo ran through.
So Nemo won 5-2.
Right.
But look at how it went down. Daigo took the first game, then Nemo rattled off 4 straight games. Daigo finally won a second game, and then Nemo just took it the last game.
Right.
And dude, some of the stuff that Nemo, like, if you're the kind of person who's always like, let me see what this top player does and see if I can steal some tricks. You know, sometimes you watch top players and you're like, they're not really doing anything drastically different than what I'm doing. Dude, if you're a Rolento player and you watch that set, dude, you must have saw like 7,000 things that you could take away from, you know.
I didn't know that you could do Stinger into Ultra 2. Have you seen that before?
Dude, no. He like hit confirmed one knife into Ultra 2.
He did that, but he also missed it one time.
Yeah,
he didn't confirm it.
Right.
Yeah, I remember the first time. I think what happened was Daigo stuck out a low medium kick, and like then it got hit by Stinger, and like Nemo had already seen the crouching medium kick come out, so he did it. But still, super impressive. I love that. I love the mix-ups that he managed to do. Like, I just feel like the mix-ups aren't that great, and like he just makes it work so well.
Like hop back, anti-air roll. Like when
Yeah,
he saw
roll.
people jump at him, he would
Yeah.
just like roll and hit them
Yeah.
anyway. Like when the life was
hitbox
down to
is
this
good.
much, he'd just be like EX knives, dude. Like it was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
watching.
I am so impressed watching him. Seriously, I've heard. I think we've all heard that Daigo said that Nemo is better than him right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Seemed like it.
Dude, I don't even know what to say. Like it's one of those things. Like you've seen games before where the worst characters are so bad that even top players can't do anything with them, right? In this case, like a lot of people have considered Rolento maybe bottom 3 or something like that, but I don't know. Like it's so hard pressed for me to say he's bad now because of how well Nemo's doing. I'm not gonna say he's good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna even go by any stretches. I'm never gonna put him at anything higher than like mid,
Yeah,
right?
right.
But I don't know if he's actually bad anymore.
I don't think he's bottom 3.
Okay.
I do
okay.
think he's probably bottom 10, maybe somewhere around there.
Okay.
But clearly that is totally viable.
Yeah.
That's in viable country. And I mean, almost everybody's viable. Even characters I think are bad, like Dalsum. People do well with him,
Yep.
People have gotten just outside of top 8s already, and or won locals. So almost everybody in the game seems doable.
Yeah. Agreed.
But anyway, it was awesome to watch Nemo play. Those are the exhibitions. So the tournament.
Yes.
There were, I think, a lot of people in the tournament. And it was single elim.
But towards the end, it got to more games and such as then grand finals. It was a 1-to-5 affair. And speaking of grand finals, it came down to 2 players, Bon Chen, the second place finisher at Evolution, going up against some guy named I don't like Pepe Day or
that's what I would.
Pepe Day.
I mean,
Yeah. So playing El Fuerte.
Playing El Fuerte, that's right. And which one of those two came out on top?
That would be Pepe Day.
Yeah.
Winning with El Fuerte.
Yeah.
And I remember when he first started playing, like on the stream, like even Z was just like, most of the Japanese players said they didn't know who he was. Like he wasn't really that much of a known player or anything like that. And here he is coming in with El Fuerte and taking it.
El Fuerte is so good.
Dude, he's
so. I've been playing a lot of this character over the last couple few months, and I feel like I get away with a lot of stuff. And I don't just mean Q bomb. All right, I'm not just like doing random Q bomb and not getting punished for it. Most of my opponents are good enough that they'll punish it, but I just feel like I can do things. Like I'm not worried about fireballs. Like I can anti-air. I can get up well. I have great mobility. Like
I mean, to me, it's just
there.
It's literally that the Q bomb gave him a footsie tool. Like they improved a lot of his normal moves in a little bit way. Then they gave him the Q bomb, so now he has stuff that he can properly confirm into.
Right.
And so really, like I've said this before, Fuerte, like if here's a full game, Fuerte up to this point only had half.
Yeah.
And just by getting that Q bomb, I feel like it turned him into this.
Agreed.
So even though the Q bomb's not broken per se, because he gained this much of a game, it strengthened that half of his game. So now he can switch off between this manic, Fuerte-ness and then back to calm Fuerte.
Right.
And by being able to jump back and forth, because before all the Fuertes just had to go in.
Right.
Just had to go in and just pray for the best.
Hope it works.
Yeah, but now you can kind of play this back and forth thing, and I think I don't know.
Very good at it. And even his mix-ups got better. He now has, legit links into either high or low into links into Q-bomb. You can do crouching short, crouching medium kick, Q-bomb, or you can do overhead, crouching short, crouching medium kick, Q-bomb.
Right.
You just have like this legit 50-50, and the Q-bomb charges fast enough that you can do the overhead and then like overhead, then press roundhouse simultaneously, then short, medium, let go of roundhouse.
Right. Okay.
So it works really well. He's just a really good character, and I'm really happy to see that somebody showed that off.
Yeah.
Because there haven't been too many chances yet, because the best North American Fortes couldn't make it to Evo. Unfortunately, they were all busy. Each one of them has only been able to go to like one major other than that since Ultra came out. So we haven't really seen it that often. And I know that iPru was a little bit disappointed in how he did at the major that he went to. So
yeah.
I that character hadn't really been shown off here it was, and it's not like not like these are 2 out of 3s even at the end.
Right.
It was 5-4 against Inko Rufus and
Right.
5-3 against Bonchan Sagat, like the Sagat.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
one of the best players in the world.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? Also, a lot of people have been saying, like, poor Bonchan, he's only getting second. He just won a tournament.
Yeah.
So, dude, he's fine.
Fine.
He doesn't have any sort of curse, second place curse or whatever. Don't even believe that. Bonchan to me might be the best player in the world right now.
Could be.
Because just consistently
Right.
top two. I think he's up there.
For sure.
But
For sure he's up there.
But I mean, let me ask you this question. So I know you feel. I mean, we've talked about this a little bit even on Twitter today. Makoto EX Fukiage, great buff. Probably one of the most improved characters in Ultra. Right? Would you?
Well, yeah. I mean that move is one of the top buffs. For sure.
Would you kind of consider Fuerte one of the most buffed characters?
He's the most buffed in my opinion.
Oh, you think he's the most buffed?
I think he's the most buffed character. I think that.
Wow, really?
Oh yeah, I think he went from like low mid to being top 10. I think he's ridiculous.
Wow. Okay.
I feel like the second closest character is probably T-Hawk, who went from like low to like maybe high or like high mid or something like that. But I don't see T-Hawk winning this tournament. I guess. Let me put it like that. I don't know if T-Hawk can do that realistically, but Fuerte, right there.
Yeah, I do want to mention one thing about Pepe Day. So apparently he won. I don't know if this is not a premiere event or anything. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but people apparently want to get him out to TFC.
Right.
And I believe our Kappa and another group or something teamed up together, and I think they got him. I think they funded him already.
He will be at the Fall Classic. It happened just like that. Yeah,
it was so fast.
So fast, yeah. Well, I remember a couple of days ago, I saw the post on our Kappa where a guy, I don't remember if anybody knows the guy's name, please let me know because he deserves a lot of credit for this. Posted up a thread saying that he really wants to get Pepe Day to the Fall Classic. Please, support it, and he'll donate half of what it's going to take.
Oh, dang.
He was going to front half. And then, like, I woke up the next morning. This was, like, in the evening. And I woke up the next morning, and I checked Reddit. And I saw that it was already done. Like, Japanese fans, Korean fans apparently went in there.
Wow.
Our Kappa did. This guy did also. So it was super quick. Very happy to see that, though.
Welcome to the United States, Pepe Day.
Yeah, it's super cool.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we haven't talked about the rest of the top 8.
Yeah.
So, like we said, Pepe Day, then Bonchan. Then third place were Inko Rufus and Mago Yang.
Okay, cool.
Mago Yang had some real troubles against Bonchan Sagat. It was 5-0.
Oh, damn. Wow. Okay.
And I almost feel like towards the end of that, he maybe not resigned himself, but understood that might have been likely to happen. And maybe he would have been better off going to Faye, but that he just kind of wanted to play it out and
learn the matchup,
figure it out. Be in that kind of situation with a new character.
Right,
It's kind of the thing you have to go through. So fifth places, remember,
single elimination. Yeah.
So fifth place, 4 people were tied: Daigo, Evil Ryu, Itabashi, Zangief with Zangief, Uriah Joe also with Zangief, and Kazunoko Young.
Yeah. Speaking of a lot of these guys, we didn't have this on the topic list, but if you guys can, there's that really awesome paste bin page that has like a bunch of the Japanese players translated their thoughts on Evo and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
It's super fascinating to read. Yeah, so basically you're reading about how they felt about their matchups and stuff like that. Dude, like, it's really interesting because, like, Kazunoko is seriously just, like, singing Alex Myers' praises. He was
really?
He was like, he had everything. I had to take the big risk at the end and it paid off, but if he blocked my uppercut, I would have lost and all these things. And then, like, Mago calls Sanford, like, a cheater because they're so used to playing head-to-head machines, so they're not used to the whole hitting buttons really hard kind of thing, and then Sanford sits right up to the monitor and stuff like that, so they're not used to that stuff. It's really interesting. It's really funny.
I didn't know about that. That sounds cool.
I'll find it, and I'll see if I can, I'll tweet it out at some point, but it's really cool, so...
Yeah, that sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
Apparently, by the way, Derek says that Pepe Day, or Pepe Dai, was number 28 on the Japanese BP rankings.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
So it's not like he's some nobody.
Right. Okay, well, there you go. There you go.
Then.
So
good to know. Good to know. But it was a really cool tournament. Like you said before, I'm really happy to see that they're doing this, and hopefully they do it again.
Yeah, they also had a lot of exhibitions for other things. Like Harada got to do some Tekken 7 stuff. I know they got to show some Guilty Gear Xrd stuff where they showed some Sin and Elfelt. I don't even know if I'm saying the name right, but
whatever.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about those a little bit more in the games in the games news section right there. So.
Right, and we'll talk about Omega Mode, which was also announced.
That's right.
Over the weekend.
Just Omega Mode.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Okay.
So do you want to take a break now? When did we start this thing?
We started about 20 minutes ago.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we will talk about Guts 3 right there.
Be right back.